You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next, the April 13th meeting of the Michigan City Police Civil Service Commission. You can find information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have two of the three commissioners in attendance, so we do have a quorum. Commissioner Simmons is not present. Commissioner Kraus? Here. Commissioner Matzke here. So we do have a quorum. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Passed. Okay, old business, applicants in process. So I believe right now we have, what, currently 11 in the investigative stage?
I think there's just 10.
There's 10 in the investigative stage. Do we know where that's at right now?
Well, they were handed out, mid-March, let's say, and then the background investigations, we're hoping to get them back by the 1st of May, barring any major complications. Okay. So by, let's say 1 May, we should have an idea of how many got through the background, and we'll go from there.
We don't have any physical or psychological exams in progress, so nothing to the pension board. So
no.
We can move on to probationary officer reports.
Yeah. Again, we have Officers Douglas Abraham, King Fletcher, Maximiliano Hernandez, and Brock Moore. They all have been on their own for several months now. Again, they are set to conclude their probationary period on June 7th. Again, all are performing well on their respective shifts. Officer Ewert, Officer Jeremy Berger, and Officer Josh Callahan are currently at NYLEA. They are set to graduate from NYLEA on April 29th. So we'll be excited to get them back. Then we have Officer Danielle Brown, Officer Justin Thomas, and Officer Anthony Brown, and Officer Jackson Lauderman, Officer Noah Smith are all headed to ILEA on April 25th for the physical assessment. We currently have Officer Danielle Brown, Officer Anthony Brown, and Officer Thomas have positions in ILEA. The others are on the waiting list. So we're hoping maybe, as a result of the physical assessment, maybe we can sneak a couple more into ILEA. If not, we have them already registered for NYLEA in August. So we should be getting the rest of our probationary officers, hopefully not going to roll through the academy. At least the latest they would start is in August. Officer Julian Gonzalez, he suffered, he injured his hamstring on duty. So he's on light duty currently. He was one of those that was supposed to go to ILEA, so he will be kind of pushed back towards August to ILEA due to his hamstring injury. So we'll give him time to heal so he can perform the physical assessment there. So they're all doing well in their respective phases of FTO. On course right now for where they're at. So.
Under new business, I don't believe we have anything, Bruce, unless you have something to mention under new business.
Not as far as I know.
Okay. There's no claims to be paid at this time. So, Chief Campbell.
Thank you. As everyone knows, we had a difficult couple weeks or week here, and I just want to reiterate how proud I am of this department and the officers and how they conduct themselves on a regular basis, and whether people see it or don't see it, that's what we consistently do. The leadership that was shown during that period was tremendous, and I'd be remiss if I didn't thank some people for their leadership. during the false narrative that was being created, and it almost potentially could have led to a firestorm here in our city, but was averted because of the actions of our officer. I thought Chief Jillian Ashley should be commended for her leadership during that period. She worked hand in hand with Sergeant Forker. They got video ready. They met with the family, spoke with them. They worked in transparency. Chief Corley was actually on vacation, and he came in to assist. And I think that they, all three, should really be commended for their leadership during that time period and how they handled that situation. I was very, very proud of them. Also want to commend Sergeant Henderson for his work with the contract and the team. I think that we're eventually going to get to that place where there's going to be a signage and we can go forward as a department. I think that's going to put us in a very, very good position. I know our commissioners have been working very, very hard at getting us qualified applicants, and our training division is really pounding the pavement, getting everybody ready. Also, I want to commend Captain Urbancic and the Detective Bureau. I think he's doing a tremendous job with the limited resources, as are all of our commanders, but he in particular is really handling a heavy load, and he's doing it with a lot of class and professionalism. Our department has a Bridge to Manhood program coming up, and we've been doing that for a while. That'll be April 23rd and April 30th, and that's where we partner with the Juvenile Probation Division, and we bring young men in and we teach them manhood principles, life skills, and talk to them about the reality of what it means to be a man in this day and age. We're preparing for summer, coming up with some strategic plans to fight against what we see coming, and also Captain Lineski has been working hard at preparing for the summer events that we have coming up. Also, I'd like to thank the state police for their assistance during the incident that we had. They were present, they offered their help, and just the support that we got from the law enforcement community and the community in general. Once they saw the reality of what we do, the support is now flooding in, but it was a difficult time. I just really want to commend our officers and our commanders, for everyone, for how they handled that. And last but not least, we've got 2 retirements coming up. Lieutenant Petrowski will be retiring on April 15th, and Sergeant Kaplan on April 26th, I believe. And they were just tremendous people, and we're really, really going to miss them. And we're sad to see them go, but it's their time, and so we're going to celebrate them. And that's all I have, Commissioners.
Do you have anything, Chief Corley?
Really not too much, just to reiterate some things Chief said. Just proud of this department and the way we came through in the time of uncertainty, when people kind of doubted us and some false narratives were painted about us. Just want to give a shout out to the patrol division and really everybody. I mean, I've been here 21 years, and I think it's some hard times for us with the way our manpower is, but I think that's coming to light to be on the good side for us, and I just continue to, I'm proud to see how the men and women in this department just react to it and continue to work as hard as possible and make sure everything's done right and accurate for us. Just wanted to also remind everybody that on Saturday we will have a citywide Easter egg hunt. The gates will open at 11 a.m. and the shotgun start for the Easter egg hunt is at noon. Anybody who wants to come help volunteer to set up, put the eggs out, some other things, we will start at 8:45 a.m. and we'll do that pretty much right up until it's time to start open the gates. There will be some entertainment out there for the kids in between that hour wait for the shotgun start. So hope everybody comes out.
Sergeant Forker, do you have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Bruce?
Chuck, have anything? You got anything for us, Chuck?
I think we're before Chuck, but
No, yeah, no, I don't have anything. It's good to be back here for another meeting.
In person?
Looks like we got another one coming up next. So no, nothing for me.
Bruce?
I just want to touch on what the Chief and Chief Corley said. The men and women of this department have been carrying a heavy load for quite a few years now, since the pre-COVID days, so to speak. They work hard, They don't complain too much. They don't get paid enough. They do their job in a professional manner. They protect the city. They put the bad guys away, which they should. And they don't complain much. And hopefully this contract will get signed, because it's about damn time the council gets on it and pays these men and women what they deserve. Also, the professionalism they displayed, from what I could see during this incident, was outstanding. Leadership, professionalism. They just did what they were supposed to do, what they were trained to do, and people found that out. The cameras help. They always do. So this city should be proud of these men and women, and I hope they are, because once again, they work hard and they deserve your respect, because it's not an easy job. Even if you do it right, got these clowns out there making things up, and then you find out they're lying. Well, the men and women on this department don't lie. They do their job, they do it right. Appreciate that. Because this old man, this retired cop, appreciates him. And we're here to support him. We always will. You did a hell of a job out there, fellas and women. That's all I got to say.
So I know I was contacted by a news agency out of Chicago, but I didn't personally speak with them. I was on vacation last week as well, but I'm glad those phone calls stopped after they got a hold of the video and realized that the lady they were speaking to didn't have all the information needed before she decided to speak about it. So I appreciate that. I personally like to thank Sergeant King and Sergeant Forker for all the work that they do, because I know there's a lot of applicants and a lot of rookie officers here right now, and it's not getting any better anytime soon. But to keep all that straight and to organize that and get these guys into the training that they need and get them into a position where they're considered manpower instead of a ride-along, that's a huge task. So I thank them and I recognize them. Is there any comments from the public? Oh, I'd like to congratulate the new corporal, Jason Costigan. If it's been officially announced or not, I'm not aware.
It is now.
But he needs a he needs a gold badge. Jason is well, until 30 seconds ago, I guess, a patrol officer, but he's been tasked with other things around this department, and that's because they know they can trust Jason, and I think he's going to be a good fit for them.
Congratulations.
You guys don't have it, man?
You mean you can't see me behind the chief?
Yeah, you gotta have to come around and shut out the table, or? Either way you like to do it. I think I'll walk around.
If I stand in front of you, I won't block you.
No. Bruce is I'm saying that's a Marty. I should be about Bruce.
Right there. Here we go. Hold on, one more. Perfect.
Congratulations.
Chris, how long have you been on it? A couple years since you're in it. Yeah. You're in it now.
Edit to in it. Good.
I see former Chief Simmons is in attendance to make any comments today. So with that, unless anyone else has anything they'd like to say, I'll adjourn the meeting. The next meeting is going to be Wednesday, May the 11th, 11 a.m. right here. Okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
We can get a